Happy Thanksgiving to one and all. How you doing? Well, Uncle Dorkel is out of the hospital, and him and his son Hackbar will be showing up here. I've invited them both to spend Thanksgiving with us. We got a couple more days before Thanksgiving gets here, so they should be arriving shortly. They're coming by way of taxi cab because Hackbar is not a, he's pretty old and he has trouble driving. Being that he's in his, I guess he's in his early 90s anyways. Now I want to make mention that Uncle Dorkel has had a bad experience at the hospital. I'm going to let his son Hackbar tell you all about it. Now Uncle Dorkel wants to speak in the worst way, but his jaw is not fully mended yet, and Hackbar's going to explain the whole thing. So Hackbar's going to try to keep his son, his dad rather, Dorkel, from speaking, and that's not going to be easy. So, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, are you ready for my Uncle Dorkel and his son, Hackbar? Here we go. How you doing, Dad? I'm doing okay. Folks, I know my dad is having a hard time talking because he had jaw surgery. And I'm going to tell you an experience. He had a very bad experience at the hospital. I sure did. All right, okay, all right. You don't need to talk. I don't want you to fracture that jaw again. I'll tell the story, okay? All right. Well, what happened was they replaced his mandible once again, and well, in replacing his mandible, he was hollering, he had so much pain, and they were trying to wire his jaw shut after the surgery, but they weren't done with the surgery yet, and he woke up from the anesthesia before it was time. And you probably noticed he's got dark glasses on, and there's a reason for that. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you let me listen. You over there in the corner, would you please be quiet? Oh, that's my grandson. Well, I don't care who it is. You have him be quiet. I'm talking now. Now, what they did to him, because he's so old, and they figured they'd take advantage. Yeah, they took advantage of me, all right. Okay, Dad, please. I don't want you to hurt yourself. I'm sorry. There's a long story, if you don't mind me telling you about it. Well, here's how it goes. He was brought in for a couple of big serious problems. And one of the problems was that, he had a broken jaw, I don't know what they call it. It's a splinder valve, I guess, a splinder, S-P-L-I-N-D-E-R, splinder valve. It's next to the Schrader valve in right down in this area. Hey! Okay, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. The splinter valve next to the Schrader valve was busted wide open, and it was oozing all over his inside of his neck. So they had to put him on the table and put him under, and they had to put him under really quick because that there could kill him. Ah! Okay, all right. Sorry, Dad. Sorry. You have no respect for your elders. No damn respect at all. If I was 40 years younger, I'd kick your ass. Okay, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. So, anyways, anyhow, they had to replace that valve very quickly. And what they did is they put him under, of course I said, and they did it quick. And they got it almost all done, and he woke up, and he gave him a hard time, and he started swearing like hell at the anesthesiologist. He swore at his doctors. He cussed out the nurses. There was about 5 of them around there, and there was some trainees too in there learning how to work on a situation like this. Okay, it brings tears to my eyes just to hear how they treated him. Well, he got so mad, he got so pissed off that he fell off the operating table, and as a result, I was right there. I was right there when they were cutting him open, and I picked him up off the floor. You know, those damn doctors wouldn't even touch him. They didn't do anything. Excuse me. Ah, damn it. They wouldn't do anything. So I had to pick him up, and you know what I got out of it? A damn hernia. Look at this. I got a hernia from it. Yeah. You have to excuse me, I had to go to the bathroom real bad. Well, as he got on that, as they did the operation, and of course, as he came out of the anesthesia a little too soon, what the hell did I do with my nitroglycerin? Oh. Here it is. Son, I told you not to take too much nitroglycerin. Well, he's right. I have been overdoing a lot of things lately, but I want to finish the story there, Dad, if you don't mind. Go ahead, I ain't home yet. Okay, yeah. So, as Dad came out of the anesthesia, as he came out of it, he started, like I say, he started swearing to everybody in the OR. And he even cussed me out. You know, he told me to, you can shove this hospital up your ass because, you know, I don't need it. He was miserable. Don't you talk like that to me. I'm your dad. I know you are, but, you know, Dad, I mean, you had no respect for the people that took good care of you. They took out my anus, and I told them I want my anus back. Oh yes, that's right too. They were supposed to, we give them an artificial anus. And well, they did do that. Dad, they replaced your anus. They put a new anus in you. You just were so in an uproar Yes, you were in an uproar. He's speechless right now. You know, they did do all these things, but boy, I tell you, he fell off the operating table, and that's why he got so mad. He also, well, he got mad before that, but he really got pissed off when he fell off the operating table, and he clunked his head right up here. Right here. Ah! Oh, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm sorry. But you know, it's getting hard to take care of a senior citizen these days. So they gave him a new anus. They fixed his jaw, but it's going to have to take a while for it to heal up. And I'd rather not have him talk too much because he wants to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner. Yes, son, I do want to have Thanksgiving dinner with you and Bill and the family. But you're embarrassing me, Hackbar. Well, I don't mean to embarrass you, Dad, but I'm trying to explain the story. Don't forget, you were really in an uproar. But he's doing better now, but he's not going to be back to normal, folks. Don't expect him to be back to normal right away. Maybe by Christmas time. What do you think, Dad? Do you think that you'd be ready at Christmas time? I hope they'll be able to get ready by Christmas because the last year I had a good time making that Christmas special and singing and telling the Christmas story. Yes, Dad, but we can't do that again because, people would like to see something different. And I will see how it goes and see how I feel. If I'm not in a good mood, then I'm not going to do it. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame him at all. Do any of you blame him if he can't? If he's not after doing a Christmas? Ow! 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 Not after doing a Christmas special. I didn't think so. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to end it here now. I would like to tell more, but the more I tell, the more I get my dad upset here, and I don't mean to do that, of course, because he's a great dad. He's really, really a good man. So, think you better get into the hospital. You sound like you're all clogged up with snot. Yes, I am afraid I'm snotted up too, But, and you better get that hernia taken care of. Yeah. I guess I'm going to be the next one to go in, eh? Now, folks, I want to thank you. I want to thank all of you for thinking of my dad here. My dad is a wonderful man, and he loves it here. And, well, we're going to have to leave after Thanksgiving, but we're going to be here for a couple of days so that this, maybe he'll feel better and my dad will be able to enjoy a big turkey a dinner like everybody else. So, folks, we both want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. That's right, everybody. I wish you to... What's the matter, Dad? Can't get the words out? Well, yeah, I wanted to wish everybody... I was going to say Merry Christmas. Please, Dad, don't overdo it. We don't want this jaw here. Ow, ow, ow. I'm sorry. Don't want that jaw to be hurt. So, folks, happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much turkey. On behalf of my dad, Dorkel, and myself, Hackbar, we want to wish you a very happy and enjoyable Thanksgiving.